fuck watching my son run slowly in a circle for his track meet. So, Sonny and Mama are out early. Daddy is a little bit hungover and woke up late. At a certain point, about 10 a.m., when Daddy is sitting in his office checking his emails, my daughter, who when you hear this, won't be 9 yet. I know that sounded like retarded math, and it was. I just figured it out in my head. She is almost 9. She is big, and I think, I'm pretty sure she could kick Matt's ass. Matt, I'm sorry.
Hey, man, the truth hurts, but it's the truth.
But she's a scrapper. Her friend is no flyweight either. Her friend could be older than her. And they're the age and the size of girls and boys, children. When I was a young person, I would see just up and down the street, riding their bicycles and skateboards, running around, having a good time. And my daughter walked into my office. We live in a very nice neighborhood, very family-friendly neighborhood. We moved from Hollywood about a year and a half ago to raise the kids in a family-friendly environment. We live on a street with beautiful homes and manicured front lawns and intact families, station wagons and SUVs, professional parents, dads, stay-at-home moms normally. And my daughter walked into the office and she said, Camille and what's her nose? I honestly can't remember. I'm not going to commit any of her friends to memory because they'll do me no good. Also, if it ever gets to it, I want to be able to say in court, I don't even know her name. Point is this. She walks into my office and says, Daddy, can we walk to the Pinkberry and get some frozen yogurt? And I think to myself, well, the Pinkberry is 2.5 blocks away, down a side street. It's on a main street, but the side street just will spill out right to the corner where the Pinkberry is. We've been to the Pinkberry and gotten the frozen yogurt 200,000 times. There's $10 sitting in the drawer next to me. I'll just give them $10 and they'll just do what kids have been doing for the last several hundred years, walking somewhere and getting some form of ice cream. And no neighborhood could be safer than this neighborhood or more community-minded. It's a Saturday, there's no traffic, and I'm a little hungover and still in my bathrobe. So I say, you want to walk alone to Pinkberry? And she said, oh no, you're coming too. And I said, ugh. Later, you want to talk about white privilege? She was in the jacuzzi when her dad pulled up, ringing the gate. Anyway, I had to sit there for a long time and think, what are the ramifications of giving my daughter and her friend $10 and saying, the sun is shining, the streets are safe, you know the route, we've walked it many times together, go ahead and walk to Pinkberry and get yourself some yogurt with your friend and walk home. I was completely down with the cause. I knew I would have been served divorce papers later on that afternoon from my wife, and that possibly my house would have been set on fire via Molotov cocktail by the family of her friend who found out that they walked unsupervised 2.5 blocks to get frozen yogurt and then turn around and come back. That's what was running through my head. That's a fucking sad state of affairs. I shouldn't be thinking that. I should be thinking, here's 2 almost 9-year-olds who are very responsible and who can clear out and let daddy watch a little internet porn while they're making the trek to the ironically named Pinkberry. But no, all these negative thoughts came rushing through my head, and I just went, nah, you better just wrap yourself in bubble wrap and get in the backyard. I don't want to get busted. That's the whole thing. I don't want to get busted. Are we doing our children a favor by essentially chaperoning them everywhere they go? And I would have fucking killed myself if my mom said, oh, you're going out on your BMX bike to go to the park and do some jumps off that dirt mound? I shall be following you in my 71 VW Squareback and then sitting there at a picnic table watching you the entire time. I thought the whole point to being a kid was getting away from your parents, and I thought the whole point to being a parent is getting away from your kids. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, back to the script. As I write this book, there's an Apple commercial showing how I can get closer to my kids through apps. It shows the happy dads connecting with their